systems. Now, how about our grazing systems? It's not just our cropping systems. This is a rain simulator. Do you have one of those yet, Doug? It's like Doug just ordered one. This has a pan, has a hole in the bottom. I think the university over here should have one, Tom. It's a great demonstration, I think. This is a very powerful tool. Continuous, good rotational, excellent rotational. These have holes in the bottom of these pans. You have a sprinkler that goes like this. And I look at the continuous grazing. Look how much infiltrated. Look how much ran off. Look how much infiltrated. Look how much ran off. In the excellent rotational, very little ran off. Most of it entered into the soil. That thing broke my slide up. I love showing this slide, this next couple of slides. Doug Peterson helped his landowner. I showed this to the chief of NRCS. Texas has been having a drought for 18 months. I mean, they're still really not out of the drought yet. Not officially. Mark Brownlee, what county is Mark in? St. Clair. St. Clair somewhere right here. Bad drought last year. Working with Doug Peterson, he's learned to go into more of a ultra-high stock density, mob grazing. I like to call it adaptive grazing. I come up with a new term. Started moving his cows moves his cows 2 times per day. He's grazing stuff this high. What I love about what these ultra-high stock density is, when you start grouping these cows together, they become very aggressive grazers. Look at this weed. With 200,000 pounds to the acre, all of a sudden, weeds be gone. No fertilizer applied. There goes the weeds. This amazed me. It was Doug, myself, and one of our other agronomists. Who else was there with us? He works with me. I can't forget. I can't even remember my coworker. Kevin Ogles. This is Mark, district employee. He has got completely away from haying. Is that correct? No more haying. No chemical fertilizer applied to these fields. It was predominantly dominated by fescue, correct? Look at the warm seasons, came back. No liming, no chemical fertilizer. All he did is learn how to graze properly. It came back on its own. This what was amazing last year's drought. This is Mark's. This is his neighbor's. Last year's drought, 2011. Mark sends me this picture. The only thing that separates Mark and the neighbors is a barbed wire fence. This is Mark's place during the drought. This is the neighbors. Pastures in the hay fields. Mark's neighbors. And you know what people say to me? Yeah, but the cloud landed right on Mark's place. It never dawned on how they manage their soil makes the impact. Mark calls me during the summer, all excited. He says, Ray, it's about the soil, isn't it? I said, yes, it is about the soil. It's about the way we understand that ecosystem. Look at that. We were during the drought. His dad is still not bought into the idea, but here you'll see mob. This will be his dad's hay. His dad still hays. This side of the field is hayed, and this is Mark's mob grazing. I want you to notice there's no pugging on this field, but where there's haying, there is. It's about right here, ladies and gentlemen. To me, I think that's probably the most powerful tool picture. I love this picture. This is the way I manage my lawn. Luckily, I'm zoned to agriculture, ladies and gentlemen. My lawn is this high, even higher. I used to mow it like this, like the rest of the neighbors. I walk around the neighborhood, the neighbors say, Ray, why don't you mow your lawn? I said, I'm managing for the rhizosphere. I want more microbes and I want bigger root depth. They tell me, Matt, you're just lazy. You don't want to mow. They don't understand. I got a 15% slope in my front yard, all clay soil. Ever since I started doing that, I saved $130 in lawnmower fuel. And guess what? I don't have weeds in the early spring like my neighbors. What is it about? It's about our grazing system. It's about right here, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it's the cropping system or a grazing system, it's about right here, the biology. And it's about this canopy protecting the biology, in protecting this ecosystem. When you get over here, you take too much. You take too much from the system. It gets too hot. Weeds they'll go through that canopy. Weeds are indicator species. I call them, I tell you, they're indicator species. They're the scabs. They'll start coming up. They're telling me you're overgrazing. This is what it's about right here. Managing this and using this. I need the solar energy. I want as much solar panels. I want to feed my biology. What we've done inadvertently when we hay, and you're always taking, haying always takes from the system, it gives nothing back. And putting phosphorus is just not enough. And putting the nitrogen, it wants biology. It wants manure. It wants those metabolites. It wants the urine from the animal. It wants the saliva. It wants all that biology. This is a dysfunctional water cycle because you overgrazed, you took too much, you hayed too much. This system is not functioning. This one is functioning. This one will handle the drought.